Oh, we back.
We back.
Catching it in effect. We sponsored by Rolling Rock. So,
And Crown Royal.
we had to get them shouts out so we can have some people pay the bills. So, what we're going to come at y'all guys with is this raw hot NFL topic. That's right. Y'all know I love the Bears if y'all been tuning in. And the Bears has got us, but right now we hot. And we got the hottest game of the week, of the season, this year, Sunday night, going down on the lakefront. 8-4 Bears, 11-1 Rams. What you think gonna go down with it, Rouse?
I think we're going to see a really good game, competitive contest, but, as always, we're going to go and say the Bears to start this conversation off with.
All
We
right.
got to go with the Bears with strong offense, with Troops coming back, being off for a couple of weeks, and we got the killer in the Mac attack on the defensive side of the ball. Hello?
Absolutely. That's how we doing this shot time. We loving our squad. I agree absolutely with you, brother. And I'm looking forward to it being cold in Chicago and that West Coast Rams. They don't really want to deal with that because I know we need a little help, but this is a big challenge. Todd Gurley, Jared Goff.
Jared Goff having a really, really good year, MVP type season.
Yeah.
But I don't think he's faced anybody up to this point at the caliber of that Bear front and that D, led by, again, Mr. Mack.
Return of the Mac once again. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I concur with you there. I like the Bears D. I give the Bears D the advantage because we've been doing it. And I think we have something to prove to them. And we're going to show the world what we about on that lakefront Sunday night, man. I can't wait. I'm going to say less. And we're going to hop into the next topic. We love this hip-hop. Y'all hear it in the back. Look, Kodak,
La for life,
doing all
all
that
the way.
BCB.
Gotta keep that.
We gonna keep it rolling here. We jumping into the next topic, though. Something that's close to my man heart did to him. I was trying to tell him earlier they didn't have enough talent, but now we're gonna talk about the college football playoffs and
Oh,
the
wow.
four
Oh, wow.
that's going down for the crown. And it's special to this man because he is a what? What are you?
A real live G. That's what I am. Yes, sir.
Besides that, brother.
Yes, sir. Keep it real with me.
I'm gonna have to take a drink. We can't because we realize G's in this
Real
motherfucker.
genius for life. You understand?
We came back, see, you done took the show to a whole other level saying that. Man, that ain't what I'm talking about, bro.
Yeah, it is.
I'm talking about the 4 teams in the college football playoffs.
Talk to me.
You are a Notre Dame Fighting Irish.
Bleed Irish.
I hate the Irish.
Got it in my
They
blood.
love
You
some.
understand me?
Loves them forever. I
Go
mean,
Irish, baby. Go Irish.
it's in his bloodline.
Help me.
Who like?
Come on.
He like Daryl on Ray Donovan. If y'all watch Ray Donovan, he's a black Irish. But
Irish.
okay, I was telling you that I don't think Notre Dame has the talent to compete with the upper echelon teams such as Alabama, Clemson, and I also told you that Michigan didn't have that talent as well, and they've fallen. Oklahoma, however, has a special player, and Tyler Murray, and man. One man can change the world.
Let me.
That kid can make some things happen.
I want to start off by that Tyler Murray. That kid is hot. Unlimited upside, lots of potential. I'm glad we don't have to face him in our first game. We really struck big upside on that kid, Tyler Murray. So, the best to him, and we'll deal with him if they can get past that tide. But as far as Irish, you understand? I think the biggest misconception and where the general public is the most uneducated and unaware of the fact is that the Irish plays and has played a schedule like nobody else in college football.
Really now. The Irish hasn't played that tough of a schedule. But we're not going to get into that. We're going to skip that debate. Because we know the Irish hasn't played anybody. Stop it. But,
What?
Irish ain't played nobody, bro. But what's more important is
Who
that I'm sorry?
Who Bama beat?
We don't have to see. That's an uneducated debate.
I just asked a question.
Because Alabama is Alabama. They like the great.
Exactly.
When you say they name, you salute them. The shit that they didn't do. I don't give a fuck who they
You sound Bama. You a Bama fan? You know you're a Bama fan.
I do not like Bama.
Oh.
But I do respect greatness. I root against them every time, but I respect greatness.
Okay.
So you're in no position to talk about Alabama. My question to you, what you need to be more worried about and focus on, is we ain't talking about Alabama. You guys are playing Clemson. So I want to know, what do you think about the freshman quarterback, Trevor Lawrence, the big 6'6" kid that's standing in the pocket throwing rockets, brings a different element to Clemson game because he passes like a professional.
I think, obviously, again, you know, they got a really good coach. But I think we'll be able to confuse him with some different looks on the defensive side of the ball. You know, force him to make some decisions. You know, I think as long as we're able to, keep some pressure on him and force him to make some decisions,
the Irish
can come out.
It's not gonna happen. You have to have a little better type of game plan than that. Also, okay, I feel you, but since we're in the wrong, we breaking it down. You know, Clemson got like the best top front four in the nation. All four of their defensive linemen are gonna be first round picks in the draft. They create havoc. They got linebackers that can flow and run to the ball. They have a good secondary that's athletic. So, now, the Irish, in my opinion, they lack the athletic ability to compete with this type of talent that's going to be placed on the field.
In the college football playoff system, the way they choose who's in that playoff system is strength of schedule, when you play, like opponents.
Why are we talking about
Let me finish. Bro. Stop before you cut me off. So if we look at Clemson and we look at Notre Dame, we got one team that we both played.
Who?
Syracuse.
Okay.
All right.
Yes.
We both played them.
Yeah, I'm gonna end it quick. I'm gonna end it quick. What did Herm Edwards say? What did Herm Edwards say?
Herm who?
Herm Edwards.
Herm who?
Herm Edwards. What did Herm Edwards say? Because I'm gonna end your argument quick.
You gotta risk. We ain't gonna.
You play to win the game.
That's right.
It don't matter if you win by one
it does.
or fucking four. It doesn't.
CFB, yes it does.
It doesn't.
Yes it does, because they count points.
That's fine. That's fine.
They do. They count points.
That's fine.
Acknowledge that.
Let's
acknowledge that.
I'm gonna give you that. I'm gonna give you that.
You ain't give me that. That's their rule. I ain't make the rule.
No, they don't put much.
They do count it. They do count it.
They don't put much.
They count it.
Bro, they
do count it, because if it didn't matter, we would be talking about different teams in this playoff.
No, it doesn't matter.
Oh yeah, we'd be talking about different teams if it didn't.
Let me tell you this.
Matter.
I'm gonna tell you this, and I understand. I know. Common opponents really don't matter. Common opponents only come down to listen. Common opponents only come down to a tiebreaker element. So if we were comparing both of those teams for the number one spot, and everything else is considered equal.
2 and 3 spot is just as important.
No, everything else has to be.
2 and 3 is just as important.
Listen, everything has to be considered equal.
It's not equal though. It can't be.
You're not understanding what I'm saying.
Finish your thought.
I'm telling you, when you determine it's a number one team in the nation, Alabama, it's clear cut. It's not.
So now we're talking about 2 and 3.
No. Listen to me.
I'm out of the picture.
Let me finish.
Let's go.
Because when you talk about all the slots, the only slot that you're going to debate that it comes down to other elements is the number one slot. Because that's the only slot where you can't decipher the two. If it's number 2 or 3, who gives a fuck? Pick them. It doesn't matter. You know, you don't have to go that deep into breaking down the 2 and the 3 team. All right, thank you. So, with that being said and moving on, I'm talking about the game between Notre Dame and Clemson. I just really believe that I told you in the beginning that Clemson has better athletes. They have more talent. I think that will prevail. We'll see, but I think that's what's going to prevail. I think that these teams don't have the talent that Alabama and Clemson possesses. That's why Clemson has been a national power in the last few years, because they understand Dabo Swinney comes from Alabama. He's beaten Alabama, and Alabama is a traditional power. They go every year. You have to have the type of talent and players that the SEC has. Big Ten don't do that shit. Urban Meyer does. He's a great coach. And Ohio State could have been in the final because Urban Meyer and Ohio State, they've done it. And they represent the Midwest. But other than that, nobody competes. We'll see again. Oklahoma, I don't think they can do it. We'll see. Now, what do you think that the final will be?
Well, first, let me talk about Notre Dame and Clemson.
I tried to tell you about that. You
talked
about it. You want to talk about Ian Book?
Can I talk about?
I want to talk about this. Then I tried to let you off the hook. I want you to tell me what advantage that you think Notre Dame has on offense compared to Clemson's defense. That I told you are dominant and like freaks of nature and fast and big and strong and they run and they hit and they hit and they run. What the fuck are the Irish gonna do to that? Excuse the language. In the raw.
We in the raw. You know what I'm saying? This nigga might get hit in the jump.
What they gonna do?
But let me tell you. Yes, sir.
BCB.
Yes, sir. Ooh, la, nigga. But let me help this young brother understand. He gets excited and he's very passionate about his beliefs and all that, and we appreciate that. But
I think they're facts. I come with the facts.
The facts of the matter.
You guys can hit me out there.
The facts of the matter is
Stats Quo 12.
If you look at
on Twitter to comment on the show,
let
you guys know what y'all thinking. MRC Coleman at yahoo.com.
You don't want this knowledge dropped on him.
Oh, I got to plug our show. Definitely kick the knowledge. But I'm plugging them how to drop bombs and let us know what they think. We need to know what the audience feels.
And this is raw, y'all. This is uncut and live. You see what I'm saying? But anyway, much love to the Irish. This guy talking all that smack. The Irish.
How many guys
back.
like the Irish out there? I like to know.
Me?
We're in the Midwest.
You like the Irish fans? We got Irish fans out there?
I'm sure we do.
The phone lines is blowing up. The phone lines is blowing up. Look, I'm getting calls.
I want them to hit us at
the phone lines blowing up.
MRCR Coleman at yahoo.com. Stats Quo 12 on Twitter.
Go Irish.
Please let us know what you think about the Irish in the show. And we keep it coming to you with the hits. I'm going to keep it continuously coming. We're going to jump into the next subject. We just touching around these parts. I want to know how people and how my special guest, the Guru, feel about the Chicago Bulls. Now, what I wanted to know is that the Chicago Bulls, they're kind of like, no nothing. Now, you as being a Bulls fan, I would think, what would be your perspective? What would you like them to do? Would you like them to tank and try to get in the Zion sweepstakes? Or do you believe in setting a foundation and trying to win and setting an attitude and mindset?
You cover lots of answers to that. There's multiple questions. I'm going to start with the first one. The Zion sweepstakes.
Yeah. Exactly.
Overrated.
Okay.
We're going to leave it right there. We ain't going to say nothing else
heard
about
it
it.
here,
Did y'all hear that first?
Overrated.
First, overrated. Cut, dry, don't nobody say nothing. Overrated. All right. Now, the Bulls just made the best move possible. They got rid of that clown, Hoiberg.
Freddie the Mayor Hoiberg.
He wasn't supposed to be a coach the first day he started. It took him too long to make that decision. Yeah. But I'm glad they finally made it. Get him out of town. A bum. A disgrace.
I concur.
No clue about the NBA game. Okay? All right. So I think right now the Bulls, we just had a big win tonight. Go Bulls against OKC. And your boy George and Westbrook, So, hey, look, the Bulls, we got some work to do. We're going to have to do, we got some work to do. But we, on the right track. Hoiberg out of town. Go Bulls. How about that?
All right. Go Bulls. Now, that's a man's perspective on it, but me as the host and your man that's breaking it down for you when it comes to the Bulls and the different perspectives that we have on them as Bull Nation, and not just Zion, we have other picks coming in also. We got my man CJ Memphis.
CJ Memphis just walked in the door.
I got a special guest.
Another special guest coming in the house.
I want to bring on to the
CJ
show.
CJ Memphis,
man.
come on in.
Yeah, damn.
Hold on, CJ Memphis. Hold on.
Hold on. Hey, I need you to let this man come on over here for a second.
Hold on.
Let me bring my man in. What up, boy? This is my man, special guest. Sit down, bro, for a second.
What's this right here?
No. Just roll with it.
Oh,
We
okay.
kick it. This is my man. I call him CJ Memphis. This cat here, he was balling in Memphis back when Todd Dayton and shit was doing it. He was one of these guys. So he's coming with respect and props on this set. That's why I call him CJ Memphis, and I want your opinion, brother. Since you just come in the lab, we want to know about how you feel about the Chicago Bulls and the process in which they trying to take their team. Are you in the camp that you want them to tank to get a better pick? Or do you believe in setting a mindset and winning and going out and doing what you can to try to win games?
Good decisions.
Setting the mindset and winning. I don't like the tank stuff.
Absolutely. See, I knew CJ Memphis would be in the same mindset of me because it's about winning. All right, he's short and sweet with it. He said he about winning. Now, like the guru said in the back, how you feel about him getting rid of Fred Hepworth?
I'm glad they did. But they need to get rid of, what's the guard that's the boss?
Paxson?
Paxton.
Okay.
Danny Ainge, he seemed to always pick wonderful players.
Oh, right. Now,
I didn't mean to jump, motherfucker.
No, that was wonderful, brother. Right. We gonna jump into something real. See, this in the world, we gonna keep it real because I'm from the side that I believe John Paxson and them are doing a good job. Really, if we talking about John Paxson and looking at his resume, right, and the things that he's done, and you as a player and having knowledge of the game and the sport, it ain't easy to put this shit together to make no winner. So he's had multiple teams that he had to put together. He put together the Baby Bulls, this was his first creation, which was almost there. They were entertaining.
Derrick Rose. Let me just make sure I'm right. So.
Yeah, but we ain't there yet. We talking about the Baby Bulls with Kirk Hinrich, Ben Gordon, Luau Dang, and them cats. These were the guys that he first was in charge of putting
But he was
together.
the one in charge, though.
This was his first squad putting together. That was his first squad that I can recall that he put together when I'm breaking down Pax's resume. Now, people are quick
in
the
raw.
People quick to jump on the decisions that go bad. Well, we know when you got to make multiple decisions, all of them ain't gonna work out. But he's made some good decisions. I mean, I'm like, who pays Felicio $32 million? Wrong. Who pays Amir Ashik that money? Wrong. You've hired wrong coaches. A few. But with that, I bring the thing back because you also hired Thibodeau. He drafted Jimmy Butler, Taj Gibson, Derrick Rose, and now the new foundation of him trying to put another rebuild with the team together. He drafted Jimmy Butler, changed that asset into 3 players, and that's what rebuilding is about. So, I really think.
So can I ask a question? I understand the Bulls in this
Come
rebuild.
on back over here on camera,
yes, sir.
Guru.
We don't want y'all,
You got to get back on camera.
Yes, sir. What you got to eat, man? Did you bring something for everybody? Yes, sir. So, in back in regards to the Bulls, and we love the Bulls, but when is some of this rebuild and some of this restructuring and moving players and coaches, how soon do you want it to, or do you think it should translate into some victories?
It take a little time. I give it 2 years. 2 years, maybe 2 to 3. Let's say it's just starting now. Give it a little time. But I just believe that I present strong facts about my position. So just think about it before you guys are so firmly influenced by the weak media that really don't know much about the game. See, when you've never done it or anything, I feel that most of the people that are out here that have the platform to influence ideas and thoughts they preach that, and you guys that don't know much, you kind of latch on to that and run
with
with
the hype.
Right, and it's not really that, in my opinion. And you know, I speak by my facts in the raw. It's what I do.
Uncut, baby. And we just gave y'all 20 minutes of the real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It goes by fast, but we got to pay the bills, so we gonna cut to commercial.
There it
you know what I'm
is,
saying?
my
But
man
this is
Dip
be for
in
life.
the
You
back.
understand me?
We be back at
We got
y'all, man,
CJ
with some
Memphis in the
football
back.
talk.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
One.